Well, good afternoon, everybody. We're gonna try to ride in to work today. Looks like the rain stopped, but trying out some of my fishing gear for rain gear. We're gonna see how this works out. It's kept me dry fishing. So, give you a view on the 360. This is what we're working with. It's kind of goofy. Got my fishing waders, my Red Wings, my waterproof jacket. Got an Arc'teryx jacket underneath. So, we'll see if this keeps me dry. Little cold start for the boys. Tell you what, I'm warm enough. A little overheated, to be honest. 66 outside. Just got done pouring down rain. Hopefully we don't regret this. But we'll find out. Alright, let's go, boys and girls. It's definitely still sprinkling. Turn the bike over into rain mode, just to be safe. Nice little wave from the young fella. Turn the bike over into rain mode, just to be safe. Nice little wave from the young fella. The pants I'm wearing are my Hogan chest waders. I mean, they're meant to keep me dry when I'm wading in the water, right? So surely they'll work. Riding a motorcycle. Surely, what could go wrong? This is going to be the biggest thing to watch out for on the ride to work is all the standing water on the shoulders. We're supposed to be in a coastal flood watch. My wife said something about we're supposed to get like 2 inches of rain tomorrow. Hopefully that happens prior to me getting off of work, or at least well after I get off of work. I think I've got the audio session. I think I've got the audio situation figured out. Got the video figured out. Now it's just the editing. The editing is super time consuming for me anyways, until I learn how to do it faster. And syncing the audio with the video, man, that's a pain. but I'll continue to work through it. I think I've got 6 new subscribers since I started doing this, 6 or 7. I started with like 8 or 9, and I'm up to 17 now, so that's really cool. I appreciate you guys for subscribing. I appreciate the comments. Suggestions are also really appreciated, so thanks for interacting with the videos. This weekend the weather holds out. I'm gonna try to go down to Point Lookout and shoot some video down there. If you're not from the area or if you've never heard of it, it's as far as you can go south in my area, and there's it's called Point Lookout State Park. It's got some cool history there. It's like an old Civil War like prisoner camp and stuff, and now they also have a big ass fishing pier that goes out into the Chesapeake Bay, and they have an old lighthouse there too. My first time riding in these Red Wing boots. I don't know if it was a good decision or a bad decision, but they're supposed to be waterproof, and I just recently put mink oil on them, so I think that'll help them out a lot. Got to keep the feeties dry. It seems like one of those days, I should say, that I'm going to hit every stoplight that there is to hit. I guess my only concern is to make sure I don't melt my waders on my exhaust. That'd be bad. Imagine I look kind of goofy with all this shit on, but hey, if it works, it's not stupid, right? Gotta test out the shit that I have before I go buying more gear. If I have something that'll work, there's no need to replace it. Might not be the latest and greatest or the coolest, but function over fashion, right? If it works good and it looks like crap, it's still good. In my opinion anyways. I'm sure there's some other opinions that differ. Eventually I'd love to pick me up some of the Aero Stitch gear, but from my understanding that stuff's pretty expensive, but it's also quality. There's guys that have had their Aero Stitch stuff for 4 or 5 riding seasons, and it still works the same as it did as day one. We're definitely going to hit every red light today. It's one of those days. Good news is these boots have a lot better traction on this wet ground than my riding shoes do. Hell, these might be my new riding shoes. I wasn't sure how they were going to work, if I was going to be able to get under the shifter or whatever, but they're working good. The old Red Wing Irish Setters. I hate when the traffic's like this. Everybody's just fucking inching forward and inching forward. Like, can we just go? Got the new remote for the X4, so I don't have to use my phone no more. Should be handy. It also works for the Ace Pro, but you can only have one camera linked to it at a time, which is unfortunate. It'd be nice to have both of them linked. Has this little strap to keep it there. This one's always sketchy. Hey, we're gonna get wet today, boys. It's okay. It's what I signed up for today. Could have drove my wife's car, but being hard-headed, want to see if I can make it to work without being soaked. Sure, I turn on my fucking brights so people can see me. Close my helmet all the way up. I'm not sure what kind of water resistance these mics have, but probably none, if I had to guess. That's not good. Doesn't feel bad so far. I would say if I was going to be wet, I'd be wet by now. Hopefully this shell holds up. I mean, my hands are going to be soaked, but it's alright. This is the worst. Gloves are still soaking wet. Try to get up out of here before this rain hits real hard. Hopefully God's with me today, boys. Alright, let's get the hell out of here, boys and girls. And we're going. Oh, look at the rain's too bad. Might be jinxing myself a little bit though. Had a good night at work. My last day off for the next 4 days. Hopefully we get this Point Lookout trip scheduled. Get down there. Maybe I can get a friend or two to come with me. If not, I still plan on going. I can't confirm that the gear did keep me dry. My feet didn't get wet. The lower pant legs of my pants got wet, but that's because when I sit down, my fishing waders, they rise up. So there's no way to avoid that. I did have one little wet spot on my knee, but overall not bad. I was looking at the Aero Stitch gear, and good lord, I heard they were expensive, but I didn't know they were $2,000 expensive. So yeah, that's gonna have to be put on the back burner. I'm just gonna have to ride with what I have versus. How do y'all feel about riding on wet bridges? I'm not super excited about it, to be honest. As soon as I get out of town, get off all these bridges, I'll be much better. I don't have a reason to not trust them, I just don't trust them. I know the little steel grates are not to be trusted. The little steel bars that go across the bridges. But as far as the bridges themselves, I don't know. I just don't like it. I also don't like taking that corner when it's really rainy outside at a very high rate of speed. Probably made a bunch of people behind me upset, but sorry. Just trying to make it home. One thing I did notice also, this 360 X4, the camera lenses that come with it, they don't work well in the rain. You get all fogged up, can't see shit. Basically had the whole ride into work. The 360 footage was unusable because the lenses got fogged up. But the cameras are too expensive to risk scratching the damn lens. There's no way to replace the lens if you scratch it, so just sometimes you gotta deal with foggy video, I guess. I felt that bike just slid across that fucking grate. That was not fun. It's those really wide junctions in the bridge that are metal. I just found out those are slippery as fuck. Can you let me over, homie? You are. Thank you. I feel like the Jolly Green Giant out here on my bike. Everybody's probably just looking at me wondering why. And every time I go across one of those little metal junctions, my butt puckers a little bit. Unlock the new fear. I'm gonna take it easy on this off ramp today. Nice. And I'm gonna turn until I get off this fucking bridge. I'll tell you that much. It's not really raining this morning, it's more like just a misting. Just enough to keep your visor wet. People seem to like the fact that I'm riding. They give me the head nods. They're probably in their minds saying, look at this stupid asshole. That's okay. I enjoy it. The ride today wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Well, today and yesterday evening. The whole round trip wasn't that bad, rain-wise. Traffic was a nightmare getting in DC yesterday. It's like once I get on Independence Avenue, right there by Capitol Hill, and it goes to one lane, people lose their minds. You got all the Uber drivers and stuff. They want to drop their passenger off right there in the one lane, you know, turn their hazards on and block everybody else out, while the dipshit in the back has to go through the process of paying for the ride or, you know, whatever they're doing. It always takes them, I don't know, 7-8 minutes to get out of the damn car before the car gets on its way. I know it sounds terribly impatient that you can't wait 8 minutes, but it's like one after another. It's not just one Uber driver, it's everybody dropping off on Capitol Hill. I just need to find a different way to get it to work. That'll be my goal next week. I just need to find a different way, because that shit's for the birds. Well, stay on track. So if Arrow Stitch happens to watch this, if you want to hook a boy up, I know I'm not a very big creator right now, but I tell you what, you hook me up with a 2-piece or a 1-piece suit, and I will sing your praises from every mountaintop that I ride this bike up. Your boy just can't afford to dole out 2 G's, unfortunately. I'm sure it's worth it. I'm sure it's well worth it. Well, I just can't do it. As I just get a $75 ticket for running the red light, probably. I feel like a weird vibration coming from the bike. I don't know if it's just in my head or if it's actually something. I don't know if you guys are like me, but when I'm riding or if I'm driving my car, and a lot of times they say that anytime you smell something in your car, it's from the vehicles in front of you. But it always makes me paranoid. Like just riding home, I get to smell like burning rubber. And I was like, man, is one of my tires going low? Tire pressure system's not saying anything. Then I feel like a weird vibration in the front tire. I don't know, I get super like sketched out in my head about that kind of stuff. Mainly just because I don't want my bike to go down, you know, have to have it in service for however long Harley takes to fix it. I mean, they took a whole day to change the oil last time, so it's not the fact that something broke, it's the fact that how long it takes for them to fix whatever broke. Oh, that was me. Give myself whiplash. So right there, when I ride on the side of the tire, it's like, I don't know, it's a weird vibration. I'll check it out when I get home. But anyway, speaking of home, appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you on the Point Lookout ride, or hopefully I'll get to put a video up on the Point Lookout ride. If not, there'll be some more content coming out later. If anything, it'll just be another moto vlog. We'll talk about something different. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.